Hello again, Sam. Hi, Karen.
Hello.
Samantha Warren is host. Reclaim host privileges. That's what
Steal
it
them.
says up here.
They're all yours, Christina.
Hey, co-host. I'm good.
Um,
Hello, hello.
Hey,
Hello,
hello.
friends.
How's everybody doing?
Wondrous.
Happy to
Uh,
hear it.
are we sharing our own individual thing, or is there a thing that we're using?
So I have the Schweppes toolkit that has everybody's slides on it
Yeah,
from opening. Do we
can we
just want
use
to use
that?
that?
Yes.
I gotta take a look at that because we changed a few things, I think.
Do you want me to share it?
Can you please? Yeah, I kind of got thrown on this last minute, so I just want to make sure I'm rocking and rolling.
Let me do this and then I'm gonna
Get launching. All right. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to the Seawolf Information Session for Health and Wellness presented by the Orientation Transition Programs Department alongside our wonderful colleagues with Schweppes. You'll learn a little bit more about them here today and all of the departments that they oversee. But if you have any questions at any time, you are welcome to utilize the Q&A feature that is a part of this Zoom webinar. This is a little bit different than the traditional Zoom you may be comfortable with. If at any point you have questions, you won't have access to a traditional chat feature, but you can open up that Q&A button on the bottom of your Zoom taskbar and submit questions that can be answered either throughout the session or at some Q&A during the end. If at any point you want to double back on anything, feel free to ask some questions. However, this session will also be recorded and get posted to our YouTube channel, Stony Brook Orientation and Transition Programs, a little bit later, alongside all the other information sessions that we're providing throughout the summer. So if you do have any questions about this session or want to check out any of the others as well, you can do so there. But with that in mind, I will pass you over to the wonderful folks at Student Health Wellness and Prevention Services to tell you a little bit more about who they are and what they do on campus.
Thanks, Dylan. Hi, everybody. My name is Samantha Warren. I am the Assistant Director with the Center for Prevention and Outreach. As Dylan mentioned, joined by some of my fabulous colleagues from our Student Health, Wellness, and Prevention Services offices here at Stony Brook. Pretty brief today. We're going to go over some basics about our offices, some need to know information. But like Dylan said, if you have any questions, we're happy to answer any of those. Just let us know. So this is an overview of all of the offices from the Student Health, Wellness, and Prevention Services. We're going to cover a couple of them today. Anybody that you don't see today, you can actually meet on some of the other info sessions. So our Student Accessibility and Support team, as well as our CARE team, will be over on the academic info sessions. So, like I said, I'm Samantha. We are from the Center for Prevention and Outreach. Our office provides early intervention and prevention training through education, awareness, and skill building events. We cover topics from physical health, alcohol and other drugs, mental health, and interpersonal violence prevention. So, we'll talk a little bit about some of the services that we offer and some of the ways you can get involved too. So one of the things we want you all to know, even before you get here, is CPO offers free health products for all Stony Brook students. So if you need something like menstrual hygiene kits, safer sex kits, first aid kits, cold and flu kits, fentanyl and xylazine testing kits, these are available for free for all Stony Brook students. You can come to our office, which is located in the Union, to come pick them up anytime that we're open. You can also order them online. So if you know, like, hey, I'm going to need some pads and tampons in the next few weeks, you can put in an order. We'll pack it up for you. You can just come pick it up from our front desk whenever is convenient for you. We also have some stations around campus. So if you are over at Rec and Well, if you're at the LGBTQ Center, even if you're over at the HSC Library, which is across the street, you can pick up supplies there as well. We also provide bystander intervention trainings. So what does that mean? How do you be an active bystander on campus? How do you learn how to step in when something's happening that might not be safe, or if a friend is struggling? We give you those skills to be able to do that. That helps you be prepared for things that might happen. It also helps keep our campus community safer. So we provide CPR, so compressions, either hands only. We do a couple certification classes every semester. Our Red Watch Band training is overdose prevention with Narcan. So alcohol and opioid overdose prevention. Our QPR is our suicide prevention and intervention training. What are those red flags? How to help a friend? How do you know if a friend is struggling and what to do about it? And then Green Dot, which is our interpersonal violence prevention training. So if you've ever been in a situation where you're watching something happen and you're like, one of those people looks really uncomfortable and I don't like the way this is going, we teach you how to step in safely. If you do all of these trainings, before the semester, before you graduate, you're eligible for our Upstander Award. We throw a fancy party, you get a cool cord for graduation. I know that seems really far away, but it does sneak up on you really fast. You can register for those at tinyurl.com/SBU bystander. It's also all on our website. We also house the survivor advocacy team in our office. So if you or one of your friends is the victim of sexual violence, domestic violence, or stalking, you can come see us. We are a confidential resource on campus. We can help you figure out what you want to do next. If you want to report, if you don't want to report, give you all of those options and figure out how to help support you through this. So you can meet by phone, Zoom, or in-person appointments. That phone number is answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can ask questions, you can set up an appointment, you can talk to somebody, right? Use that phone number. Hopefully you will never have to use it, but it's a really good resource to be able to have with you if you or anybody you know on campus needs it. I'm also going to talk a little bit about CAPS because they couldn't be here today. CAPS is our Counseling and Psychological Services office. They have locations on West Campus over at the HSC and on East Campus in the Student Health Center. And they are available for all of your counseling and psychological services needs. You can make an appointment with them. You can call, set up a time to talk. They're available for you. This is available free of charge for all Stony Brook students. One really good number to know is the CAPS crisis line. So this is a number you can call if you are in crisis, if you are worried about a friend and they're in crisis, or if somebody else is worried. So anybody can use this phone number. It's a really great space to figure out what next steps might be if you are with somebody in crisis, if you're worried about yourself or a peer, or if you need to talk to a counselor after hours. This phone number is also monitored 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It will be answered by somebody who will be able to help you. So really great resource to know for everybody on campus. If it is an emergency, we're going to encourage you to call UPD, right? If somebody is in imminent danger, you can always call UPD at 631-632-3333. Some of the things, other things CAPS offers, individual therapy, group therapy, some really cool group spaces if that's more comfortable for you. They do some workshops, psychiatry and medication management. If that's something you've previously utilized, you can do that here as well. Or if that's something new for you and you want to talk to somebody about it, you can absolutely do that, as well as care management resources. So if you want to be connected to somebody else in the community, or if there's something else where there are some other resources that you are interested in learning more about, you can use those care management services as well. You can call CAPS to make an appointment. They're available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. But like I said, that CAPS crisis line is answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I got one more slide and then I'll pass it off. Timely Care. So this is a really great resource that is available for all Stony Brook students. If you are a registered Stony Brook student, you have that stonybrook.edu email address, you can utilize Timely Care resources. It is free for students. They provide on-demand medical care, scheduled medical care, scheduled counseling. Their Talk Now, which is on-demand emotional support if you need to talk to somebody about something, health coaching, and then a ton of self-care content. So one of those really great resources that we want everybody to know about as soon as possible. Like we said, once you have that stonybrook.edu email address, you can get registered so you can use it. We encourage you to register before you get sick or before you need it, just so you don't have to answer all those questions when you're not feeling so great. But a really great resource for everybody. Next, I'm going to pass it to Karen. She's going to tell you a little bit about Student Health Services.
Thanks, Samantha. So my name is Karen Dybus. I am the Director of Student Health Services. We are the office that provides comprehensive physical health care, and that includes everything from medical care. We have students that we will see first and decide that, you know what, they may do better by seeing a dermatologist. So we have some dermatology residents. They're the last year residents, so they are getting ready to go out and practice on their own, and they will see you by appointment through a special clinic that we have. We do a lot around sexual and reproductive health, STI testing, pregnancy testing, and emergency contraception is available here in Student Health Services. We have a nutritionist who comes on to our site twice a week and can meet with you again by appointment to discuss some of your dietary concerns here on campus. Some people are trying to lose weight, some people are trying to gain weight, some people are just trying to eat healthier and need a little bit of advice as to what that might look like for them. It is nice for us here at Stony Brook, and this is not true of a lot of the other SUNYs in the system. We actually have a full service on-site pharmacy right here in our building available for all of our students to use. So if you come to see us and one of our providers writes a prescription, they can send that prescription right over to our pharmacy and you can pick it up practically immediately once they fill it. But also, should you see a provider on the outside, say you were referred or your provider, if you live locally, is on the outside and it's more convenient to pick your prescription up here, they can send that prescription to our pharmacy and they can fill it just like any other commercial pharmacy out there. Also, if you happen to live a distance away and you're coming to stay on our campus and you are taking medication on a monthly or regular basis, you can plan to have that prescription sent to our pharmacy so that you can continue getting it locally without interruption. We also have what we call the self-care clinic. That's maybe, say you wake up and you have a headache, or you wake up and you feel like you're getting a cold and you just want either a decongestant or you want some Tylenol, say, for your headache. You can come in and speak to the pharmacist during our hours, and they will give you some over-the-counter medications that likely will be free to you. Not everything is, but that might be. We also have on-site phlebotomy services. So our lab can draw your blood, our lab can collect your specimens and send them out to commercial labs to have those run. And also and again, those can be services from within our providers, or it can be lab services that were ordered by your provider on the outside, and you just need to bring the requisition with you to have the services completed. We do some point of care testing, things like pregnancy testing, urinalysis, rapid streps, flu tests, COVID tests, right in the clinic if they are warranted or if the provider decides to order them. Many of our students will be going abroad while they are here to study. And so one nice feature of our services is travel medicine, where you can meet with the provider, they can look at where you're going, have a discussion with you about, say, vaccines that might be appropriate, make sure you have enough medications. And so that's all covered through what we call the travel medicine. And, there are times when we may be booked up and you need a visit, or you may choose to have a virtual medical visit with Timely Care, which Samantha mentioned earlier. And that's what we call our virtual MD visit. And that can actually be done right in Student Health Services. We have a pod, and I believe we'll be talking about the pods later in this discussion. We have a pod right here in Student Health Services where you can go book time and privately meet with a Timely Care physician, have your appointment, and then again, if they prescribe, right to our pharmacy, pick up your meds right after the visit. It's a really nice feature that we are able to offer here. Next slide, Sam, please. We are located in the Student Health and Counseling Center. That's 1 Stadium Road. We are on the first floor. CAPS is on our second floor, so it's very conveniently layered there. Again, these are our hours. We're closed from noon to 1 for lunch, which is similar to our sister in caps. We do highly recommend scheduled appointments, but we can see walk-ins on an available basis, or certainly if it's something a little bit more urgent. And again, as I mentioned, we are also offering on-site virtual doctor visits, where you can use that pod to get your visit and then get your prescriptions or over the counters. And I'm done.
Thanks, Karen.
Uh-huh.
Hello, new Seawolves.
Sorry, before you start, we've got a question in the chat about pharmacy.
Oh, good questions.
I can read it to you if you want, Karen.
If you guys want to take this question now, happy to do that. If you would prefer to type out that answer to that student, other students will be able to see that as well. But if you want to hold it off till the end, we could also address it then. But whatever you want to do is totally cool, Karen.
Brandon, you want me to just go ahead and answer it, or you want to wait?
Go for it.
Okay. So medications, it's very varied in terms of the pricing. It depends upon your insurance. So you do not need to pay anything to come see us. That's covered through your counseling and health fee. You could come see us as many times as you need to. So unlike when you go to a provider on the outside, there may be a copay. There's no copay to visit us. However, when we send out when you're picking up medications, or when you're going to the lab to have lab work sent out, that is when bringing your insurance is really, really important. So make sure that before you come to school, you have a copy of that family plan card to bring with you whenever you go to a visit. And the reason for that is that our pharmacy will bill out through what we call the PBM. Big word, don't want to go into the details, but the bottom line is that they will bill your insurance and you will only have to pay whatever the copay is. And you won't even have to pay it that day. It'll go on your Solar account and you can pay it after the visit. So I hope that answers that. And it's fine as long as you have insurance that covers our ASA department will waive your Stony Brook health insurance in favor of your own plan.
Great questions. Always good to ask questions. I'm going to lead with that, right? So you're going to have a lot of questions. And my name is Brandon Burtness. I am the Associate Director with the Student Support Team, and our office is the place to go to when you have questions. So all of us on this call today, expect you're going to have questions and not know exactly what to do. And we're all here to help you. Here at the Student Support Team, if you are not sure what to do, what steps to take, check in with us. We're a great resource. We get questions from everything from like students needing to take a leave of absence all the way to my computer's not working. We can't help you with the computer not working, but we can get you to the right people. So we're trying to keep that in mind when we're thinking about Student Support Team. Our office is here to listen to what's going on for you and help figure out those next best steps. So what I always like to say too is college is wonderful. It's an amazing time in your life. You're going to learn a whole lot. The amazing and sometimes challenging thing about it is that life continues to happen when you're a college student. So maybe you want to learn about math, maybe you want to learn about planets, maybe you want to learn about whatever cool thing that might be happening. But life will continue to happen. So our office is there for you when things are happening that are unexpected in your life, unexpected challenges. We have a whole list in front of you of just some of the things that we help students navigate. So please come in and check with us. We're here to partner with you to help figure out your situation and get you to the next best step for you. Sam, we can go to the next slide. Thank you. Many times students that are transitioning to a new place may feel like they're not exactly too sure how to engage on campus, or maybe feeling a little bit kind of out of place, maybe feeling like, am I doing this right? And we have this amazing peer support intern network where we have students who have gone through all of that want to meet with you. They want to check in with you, grab a cup of coffee, talk about how to engage, how to go to events, where are some of the cool things that are happening on campus. They're really there to be that supportive person that you can talk through your transition with and learning about how to make the most of your time here at Stony Brook. So they are a fantastic resource. Again, that's our peer support interns. Great students, great people, also have struggled and know what it's like to be a new college student. And on the next slide, talking about new experiences. If any of you have ever meditated before, it can be a profoundly life-changing experience, but it can also be a really great tool to utilize as a college student in helping reduce anxiety, helping increase focus. College is all about trying new things. So we have a meditation room where there's guided meditations. You can come in there and do your own thing if you'd like. It is one of those things, thinking about Stony Brook being like having the STEM background at Stony Brook here. It is one of those things that will actually change the way your brain functions. So it's changing those neurons. It's changing how you process your emotions, your awareness around emotions. So we highly encourage students check out our meditation room. It's a great space, even just to chill out and calm down, or to get that moment of clarity, moment of calm to help you get back out there and studying. And so on the last slide here, just gives us our information about our office. Just remember, we're the questions people. No question is too big or too small. No situation is too big or too small. You can always start with us. We're located in the beautiful Student Union. If you haven't seen it, come check it out. In Suite 106, we're right by the elevators as you're heading out towards where Karen is in the student health services. So we look forward to meeting with you and spending time with you as you're here at Stony Brook. Thanks so much.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Christina DeAngelis, and I work for Recreation and Wellness. So, you may think recreation and wellness, what does that mean? So our main point is we operate the gym on campus. And while that is a big thing that we do, it is not the only thing that we do underneath our office. So some of our facilities that we oversee is the Recreation Center. As you can see, our hours are listed on the screen. We are open every day. Just about. We close for major holidays, and that's really it. So even when classes aren't running in the summer and in the winter, we are open. So it's a building that a lot of students frequent, and once you get here, you will learn that as well. And then we also have our esports facility that's open Monday through Friday. During the school year, we also were expanding to Saturday hours as well for next semester because we have so much interest in our facility for esports. And then this is all of our contact information if you ever have any questions. And then on the next slide, we will go into just kind of some quick facts about our building. So as you can see here, this is our building, huge, big red building with tons of windows. You can't miss it. It's right next to the Union on campus. And it is open to all students. As undergraduate students, your tuition and fees cover your membership. So you do not have to pay anything extra to get into our building, to play in intramurals, or attend any of our fitness classes. We typically have about 60 fitness classes a week. So there's always a time where you can find to come into our building and work out. We have everything housed in our app, which you will learn more about once you come onto campus. It's called the Rec on the Go app. And that's where you can sign up for all of our classes and see what's kind of going on within our building, because there's always something going on, whether it's fitness class or intramurals or a sport club. So some of the various fitness classes that we do have in our building include Zumba, Pink Gloves boxing, spin, cycling, yoga. We do mat Pilates, which is very, very popular. And we have a bunch of new instructors that are doing mat Pilates. So there will be a class, hopefully, almost every day for mat Pilates because it's been very popular and students have been asking for it. And then on the flip side, we have intramural. So we run semesterly and one-day leagues. So our semesterly leagues happen in the fall and in the spring. There's different leagues depending on the season, whether or not we're indoor or outdoors. But they are a ton of fun and they run throughout the semester. You can join with a group of your peers, or you can join as a free agent and get picked up on a team and make some new friends as well. And they are a little competitive, but more focused on the fun aspects. So you don't have to necessarily be good at the sport to play. It's more of like a recreational type of activity, and there are different levels. So if you're really good and you want to play with your friends, you can play in the most competitive level, or you can just kind of play in a more relaxed level, which is all inclusive to our students, because if you're really good or you're really bad, everyone can play. And then on the flip side of our purview, we oversee esports. So we have 6 competitive Division I teams under our department. As you can see, these are all of the various games that we play. And we have a brand new facility over in Tabler, as well as one in the works right now, which will be way bigger than the one that we have, and offer probably quadruple the amount of computers that we currently have. So that's something that will be opening during your time here as a freshman. Date is TBD, but something to look forward to when you do come to Stony Brook is the new facility that we will be unveiling. But we also have walk-ons potentially. So if you play for this team and you're pretty good and you want to try out for the team, we do that in the fall. So just look out on our Instagram. And if you're just a fan and you want to watch our team play, all of their games are streamed on Twitch. So you can check them out at SBU Esports. But that is the gist of rec. So you have heard a decent amount from all of the different Schwapps teams here today. If anyone has any questions, you can go ahead and put those in the chat. But those are all of the various departments that are here under health and wellness that are here to serve you all as students.
All right, thanks so much, guys. And like Christina and everyone else has mentioned, if you guys want to use that Q&A feature, now will be the time to do so. If you don't have any questions, you are free to go at this point. We appreciate you stopping by. However, we will hang out, make sure if you do have them, while we have our colleagues here in the space, would love to get you some answers and make sure you are coming in with as much information as possible. So if we don't get any questions by, let's say, 12:30, I'll close us out. But if we do start to get some questions, we'll hang out and continue to answer them. Otherwise, feel free to hang out with us till then, and we'll see what's up. But looks like we got one question that just came in. Is there a swimming pool open to students? Christina?
So we do have a swimming pool. The swimming pool is owned by athletics. So they give us set hours that we can host open swim for students. And those will be posted semesterly, as they can vary because we have to work around the Division I swimming team. So once we have those hours out, we post them on our website as well as around the building. Currently for this spring, just to give you an idea, we have an afternoon and an evening swim. So from about 10:15 to 1 and about 7 to 9 are our current open swim hours for students, and that is included within your membership access to the pool.
Thank you. Any other questions about anything relating to health or wellness or anything at all? All right. Well, if not, like I mentioned, we will hang out just till 12:30 to make sure nothing else is coming through. But at this point, if you don't have any questions, you are good to head on out. If you do want to watch the recording back again, that'll be on the Orientation Transition Programs YouTube channel through Stony Brook. And keep an eye on your portal for all your relevant updates regarding any requirements you have for orientation or otherwise, any holds on solar that you might want to get resolved, things of that nature. If any of that sounds foreign to you, or you just have some general questions, orientation office at stonybrook.edu will be the place to reach out to, where we can facilitate you getting connected with the right person to help you with just about any question you have here on campus. But with that in mind, looks like there are no other questions coming in. So I will say thank you again to our Schweppes folks for helping out today and providing you all with such helpful information. And we are super excited to see you later on this year as you start your journey as a Seawolf. So with that in mind, thanks again, everyone, and we hope to hear from you all soon. All right, thanks, guys. Have a good one.